Going to start today with a little bit of cleanup before we move on. I've got a lot to get to though, so we're going to make this real quick. First, there was a suggestion that we check out Molten Ray. I messed with this a little bit, and it does do quite a bit of damage. 94 fire damage, reduces the enemy's attack speed. The problem I have with it over what I'm currently using, which is Unbound Storms, is that it's single target. It does massive damage, double the damage that Unbound Storms does, but it does it to one target. I think it looks really cool, by the way. That is really cool looking with the laser of fire coming out of... Yeah, that's a pretty cool looking spell. This is against the boss. This one makes more sense than Unbound Storms. But when you're going through mobs and mobs of spiders or scorpions, I think Unbound Storms is better. So this has its place. I just wouldn't use it in trash or normal mobs. This is better against a boss, I think. I'll probably try it on the next boss type that we face. See how that goes. We left last episode and I was checking out this thing here. It doesn't let me do anything with it. Do I really want to merge my consciousness? Yes. I failed to merge my consciousness. Something seems to be missing. I don't know what it is. I can't use it right now. Leave me some comments. Let me know what I'm missing so that we can try that little bit out. The last thing, and I don't know why my game is so laggy right now. I may need to shut it down and restart, but before I do that, let's look at this last chest right here. There was a chest behind where we took out the boss last time. I didn't know it was here. There's a spell in here called Compelling Whispers. It says force creatures or people to fight for the caster for a full minute. I haven't gotten this to work on anything I've faced here. Now, I think that's probably because they're technically dead or undead, not a living creature. Like, it would probably work against once we got back out into the Skyrim landscape. So this is something that we should try. I just don't think it's going to work here until we're out of this Cold Harbor area. Everything else in here, I don't think there was anything to really point out, but that one was pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and learn it and then grab the rest. We are now leaving Barrier Tower of Bala. We're going to go finish this tower up here before we head east some more. Well, the plan for today, I have already gone through all of this and tested it out and made sure that we have a good plan for today. So we hit this lever and that opens up this gate. Now, you could just turn right and head straight to the tower, but there is another soul shriven over here that we can take out, so might as well. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did that. With all of the larger enemies we've been facing, what I've noticed is my paralysis rune wasn't working on half the enemies that we were facing. So I switched over to the, what is it called? Lightning rune. And that should work more often. At least I get something out of the rune instead of nothing out of it. Okay, there's a soul shriven on the right side of here. You can see him there. But he spawns as soon as I start getting close. So go ahead and, whoops, let's set down a rune maybe here. And let him spawn up.
Watch it!
And don't let him hit you because some of his attacks will take like 90% of your health. He's not strong, he dies fast, but some of his attacks are really powerful.
That was your decision.
All right, so we get his armor and nothing else that really stands out here. A diamond, but that's just random. So clean up everything else that you want out here. There is a bag. I don't think I remember there being a chest back here. There is not. There is another chest over there we'll grab though. So there's a bag here with some decent stuff, and of course the skeleton has some stuff. But there is no chest here. We're gonna head right across the way, and there is a chest that's kind of hidden out of the way over there.
Disappointed.
Why is this guy carrying 2 shields? Didn't help him against my magic, did it? But right back here, there is a chest. Yeah, nothing really great, but, you know, a black soul gem is never bad. Some lockpicks. Got a ton of lockpicks now. A lot of the enemies in this collection, in this mod, drop lockpicks. Alright, so for this guy, I like to hit him from as far back as I can. I'll drop down the room here, and then I'll hit him and let him pull to me from as far back as possible. Try to hurt him as much as I can before he gets to me. There we go. So that works out pretty well. When you have a clear line of sight to somebody from that far of a distance, you might as well use that range. Grab one of your better range spells. So in this case, let me just show you. Elemental Blast has a giant range. It goes really far. Touch of Death, on the other hand, you almost have to be in melee range for that thing to work. So now there is a ring. So this is I'm super excited about this. There is a ring at the end of this exact dungeon that we're in right now. That's gonna let my Touch of Death, I think, work 5 times further.
Thanks.
Let them come and hit that.
What
Oh,
was that? That's all you got?
come on. There we go. I don't know why they have these guys on wheels. It's kind of weird. All right. Throw down another
Did you hear something?
thing here. And this guy will hurt you. So be careful.
To admit, I'm disappointed.
Take him down as fast as you can. He hits hard. The rest of these guys are pretty much trash mobs, but... I think I'm just gonna have to caught wait here.
Can I help you?
I'll come back and get you on the way
Oh,
through.
all right.
We don't really need her. All it's gonna do is get her injured, because I'm gonna be using AoE spells. Alright, so let's... Well, she didn't wait like I told her to. So yeah, all these guys can take damage through the walls with this AoE spell, so it's really good in that way.
What are you doing? I'm on your side. What are you doing? There you are. What are you doing? That's what I thought.
You know what? I told you to
are.
wait. Why don't you go home?
You'll be all right on your own? Good luck to you.
Thank you. Keep hitting you and I don't like it. Alright, so here is our first super slow elevator ride of the day. We're gonna go through about 4 of these. So what I would suggest is don't use these handles. Use the center of the elevator, and then you're going to be standing on it and it's not going to take off without you. When we get down here, there's like these giant skeleton elephants, mammoths, or I don't know. I like to try to take them out from a good distance, best I can. But there's also some small Daedra that will pack up on you, so that's where it's good with the AoE. So what I'll do is I'll target these big guys, Bone Striders. I'll target them from range and try to wear them down as best I can from as far away as I can. They do take quite a few hits to take down. And there's like 4 of them, 3 or 4 of them in here. But then there's these smaller Daedra like that guy. I'll just AoE these guys. And then find the Bone Strider. Try to take him down from range. Oops. I got the guy from really far away. I didn't mean to do that. Now we got 2 of them mad at us. Don't do that if you can avoid it. They're slow, so that's the bonus here, is that you have time. Okay, so he's down. I think so. He's not, he's close. And then the guy back there that we ticked off, is he even coming? Doesn't look like it. Good. We'll just start on the next one. Sorry, I had to cough there. So this tactic isn't exactly like thrilling, but it works. Do not go running into this room and try to take all of them on at once. They hit really hard. Stay away from them best you can. Alright, so we should be good there. He down? He's down. Alright, so we're gonna switch now to fighting the rest of these guys with AoE. Not too worried about any of these. We'll let them kind of round up on us. It's fine. Alright, so that should be the rest of the room cleared out. And feel free to loot them all if you want. It's nothing great, I don't think. Oh, you still alive, are you? All right, second elevator. Like I said, don't forget, hit the elevator, not the wall levers. Yes, it's a super slow elevator ride. I'm sorry, I can't help that. The way it's made. All right, make our way through here. So watch for shambles up there. That's not a normal shambles. That's an elder shambles, or a boss shambles. He's a little bit stronger. And of course, I take damage right there. Whatever. Okay, so hit him from as far back as you can. Actually, he might be a good candidate. Why didn't he aggro on that? He might be a good candidate to try this Molten Ray on. Shambles Lord, it's called. Let's try this Molten Ray. Look how much damage that Molten Ray does. So, it is very good. The Molten Ray is very good against one-on-one targets. We'll actually use it against the boss here. We'll try it out there too. Alright, let's check out this boss and what he has to say.
I'm sorry, Vena. It will be a bit noisy again. Yes, it's alright. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, this thing does massive damage. Wow, I gotta say thank you for that tip. One-on-one, that thing is killer. That is a really good spell for one-on-one damage. Alright. So, his armor is not museum items, but his weapon is, I think? No, not his weapon. Oh, nothing of his is. Oh, it's the rings that are. The rings up here. That's what the... These are items for the museum inside of this coffin. So there's these two rings, the Sard's blue eye ring and the Sard's red eye ring. The blue eye ring I think I'm going to put on. It says runes and some... Oh, never mind. It's for runes. I was thinking it was going to let my touch spell be 5 times further away. That would be really cool if my touch spell was from 5 times further away. Is there anything in the game that allows your touch spell to increase range? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to take all of those. A couple museum items there. There's nothing else back here. This is it for this... for this tower. So go ahead, hit the lever, and let the pathway come back up. And back through this door and take the first elevator you come to. Which should be right away through this door where we fought the Shambles Lord. Right here. This is the last slow elevator we should have to take. And if you remember this room, this is like right where we entered in. So go ahead and take a right. And you should be right at the exit. Be careful not to fall in the hole, of course. Okay, from here we're going to make our way all the way east over here. So we need to get back down to the path first off, so out of this area. Okay, right here, that's where we were last time. That's where we finished off last episode and started this one. And we made our way up there. We're going to get back down. You can open up your map and see. We're going to get back down to this road and head east. Man, even maybe I was wrong. Maybe this thing is better to use unless you are actually being aggroed by multiple things at once. All right. Once you get up to Burrow Temple, there isn't anybody aggroing you here, but there is a guy here you can loot. Nothing else much. Turn left. Go through this gate. That's where we're actually headed. And there is a fight here. So, be ready for that. Go ahead and drop down your rune there and up and back down. Let's try this against this Law Mage. It's not hurting the Law Mage as much. Because of the fire damage, I would assume. So I'm going to use the Touch of Death to keep myself healed while fighting. Okay, so anything that's immune to fire is not going to be very helpful with Molten Ray, so that would be a good opportunity to jump back to something with electricity damage. And right, that's where you want to go first. So I think where we're actually headed is over that way, but if you see, there's another soul shriven right there. We don't want to pass that up. Okay, just get close. It should spawn. Be careful, these guys are very damaging. And yeah, this is working very well against him. The one-on-one, that spell is very strong. And looks like we got a nice set of armor from him. I would say if I have a negative on this mod, it's that all of the armor pieces are, well, I don't know about all, but a lot of the armor pieces are heavy. There isn't a really cool looking cloth set, mage set that I found yet. I would use that all day if there was one. Alright, let's take this guy out. That's where we're headed, is through that door. And then there are some stairs leading up to an awning. There's a chest up there, and that guy up there will blast you, so caution with him. We'll come back down and loot this guy in a second. And then sometimes a guy sneaks up behind you over here. I think we're okay for now. Beltome Rift Bolt. Deal 38 shock damage to health and half of that to magicka, and teleports the target backwards. Okay. Might have to try that one out. And we got a coffin here with a lock on it. And looks like all normal stuff in there. Take it. There's sometimes another guy who comes up these stairs. I haven't Not sure why he's not showing up right now, so be on the lookout. You may get ambushed there. Check over here and make sure he's not coming up. That guy spotted me from a mile away. Like, I can't even click him yet. Wow. Wow. Spotted me from forever far away. Alright. Into the locked gate. And then the 8 Divines Temple. This is probably one of the longest stairwells. But you gotta make your way down there. There we go. Okay. This temple, or this, I think it's a temple, yeah. Yeah, Temple of the 8 Divines. Isn't too long. There's a couple of guys in here. I'll take them out real quick. Whoa! Nothing too great there. Alright. So this is a master level unlock, but it's the way out. And I don't know if I don't get this unlocked, because I have just always unlocked it in all of my testing. If I don't get that unlocked, what would happen if I tried to come back out through that way? I'm gonna go ahead and unlock it. And could reflect on what I've learned to advance myself. Looks like I have a level up. So, if this takes too long, I'll skip the lock-picking portion. Okay, so we're close here. Gonna be slightly left. I've got tons of lockpicks, so I'm not too worried about that. There we go. Alright. Nothing much in here to grab. There is a skeleton, but there's nothing really to grab in here. This is mostly about getting your exit unlocked. And I don't know what would happen. You probably just have to pick it on the way out. If you came through from the other side, it's fine. Get yourself that lockpicking level up and be done with it. Alright. One doesn't have a lock on it. Another room with a bunch of guys in it, though. Let's, for the sake of getting this big room cleaned out, throw out a couple of elementals. And then we'll just do a full room clear here. Including the elemental, why not? Alright. Okay, normal stuff. Normal stuff. Now, make your way up top. There's something up here you want to get. There was an archer up here. Not sure where he went. There's a book here. Conjure Ancient Flame Atronach. For almost 1,000 seconds. So this is pretty good. I'm actually going to grab this and learn it right now and put that one as my conjure. Conjure. And look at this one. And then I'm going to switch my conjuration spell to Ancient Flame Atronach. This guy. That says time 60. No, it says time 956 down there. Yeah, okay. Cost is 30. I was using... the Storm Atronach. We'll have to see if this Flame Atronach is actually stronger or not. It's apprentice level, so that's... I would think the Ancient would be stronger. Flame Atronach, Flame Lurker. Let's pull one out. Yeah, he's pretty cool looking. Alright. A little bit of a jumping puzzle here. Oh, hello. Okay, a little bit of a jumping puzzle here. And I almost... I missed. I didn't even jump correctly. It's not great. Oh, okay. Got myself up there. And jump, and there's a chest here. So go ahead and grab everything from this chest. There is some stuff up here. There is something called Hide of Abbot Cylorn. And if we take a peek at what that is, it looked like it was a potion. Increases stamina by 10 points. So there you go. Now coming off of this, your best bet is to jump off of the skeleton side, not the chest side. Because the chest side leads to a big fall. The skeleton side is a lot less of a fall. So jump down that way, go down the stairs, and of course, just destroy all the garbage mobs in the way. Okay, once you're down here, there's a little bit of a giveaway, a huge giveaway, as to what to do. So you can see that there is a rune on the wall, and then there's a Staff of Fireballs. If you wanted to, you could actually equip that Staff of Fireballs and blast it at, or you can just use anything else that does Fireball. And then turn around and look and the wall will drop. And head that way. We can pull whatever's in this room. Not yet. Get over here and we can get this archer. There we go. The nice thing about this is I can do it from behind a pillar and still do damage. So I can be in a defensive position and still be doing offensive damage. It's actually very nice. So this guy, I can stay on the other side of the pillar from him. And yeah, I'm not hitting him every time, but I don't know why I'm not hitting him at all now. There he goes. There we go. So from behind the pillar, still doing damage. Okay. Nothing down this way, so we want to head up the stairs. And something aggroed me. See if we can figure out what it is. Oh, there's an archer over there. Go ahead and take him out. Doesn't look like there's anything too great. Nothing to talk about anyway. Easy enough. Yeah, having that AoE spell makes archers a lot easier. For anything that doesn't charge at you, a lot easier. And down the rest of the steep stairs, we have a guardian boss, so we know we're getting to the end of this area. What I would say is he's not too bad, but don't miss out. You see there at the end, there's something glowing. Don't miss out on that little soul shriven mini boss there. Yeah, nothing too great. A couple of good scrolls. But this is what you want to get before you head through to the boss. Right over here. Get this soul shriven to come out. There we go. And watch out for these guys. They hit hard, so finish them off quick. That was Paladin Janus. And so he's got cool armor if you like heavy armor, but nothing for the museum here. There is something coming up on the boss for the museum. Well, after the boss, technically. Okay, for this boss, you're going to want to switch back, because he does not take fire damage very easily. So you're going to want to switch back to your conjure of something that's going to do electrical damage. Let's go with... Yeah, let's just get our Storm Atronach. It makes the most sense to me. Drains health and magicka from the enemies. How long will these guys last? Let's try it. Well, actually, I don't want it there. Let's pop these guys out. And then go back to my... Unbound Storms in my hand. Let's see if these guys can actually do some damage against him. And make sure that you have your Unbound Storms on, because this guy's not going to take fire damage. He's not. So use electricity. Let's do it. Good. Everything's going fine. Okay. What you're not going to see is during the making of this, I died twice. During the making of this video, I died twice to that boss. So the things that you're gonna want to do, learn from my mistakes. Don't use fire spells. Don't use fire conjures. He destroys them so fast. They do no damage to him. Use a different conjure. Do not try to blast him with fire spells. And stay out of his area of effect. This spell right here, this blazing great fireball, he casts that and it's constantly going, it seems like, and it really hurts. So stay out of his area of effect. Do not use a flame conjure and do not try to use flame spells. It's not going to hurt him. You're just going to die. So do me a favor, learn from my mistakes. Okay, give me 1 second. Looks like I've got too much in my inventory. Let me clean up real fast. Okay, we're back. You want to now head back through this locked door to the prayer hall. Do not forget to do this part. There's someone you can talk to here, and that's fine, but what you really want is to click on the fire. So when you click on the fire here, you get the Arcana of Junal. That is a museum piece. So don't forget to grab that. And there is some conversation to be had here, so let's do that.
You? But if you are here, then Casimir's soul must have been finally freed.
Junal? That name sounds familiar.
A mage who was later absorbed into the image of God Julianos of the Nine Divines. But he was a pretty poor student when it came to this flame. He stole and spread knowledge of Sarfall without a second thought. By doing this, he did more damage than even Sirabane.
What is this flame in the middle of the room?
It's a fire ruin. One of the wisdoms of Magnus that Junal stole from Sarfall. It is, in a way, a piece of the sun. It will burn forever. They say Junal tried to drag down Magnus, but he failed. There is no limit to the arrogance of people. They never learn. Even when the cities are reduced to ashes, Junal the Philosopher is no exception.
Why did the Knights of the Nine end up here in this wasteland?
Each of us had a piece of our soul stolen by Molag Bal when we died. We will never know the true peace, and our souls will never reach Aetherius.
And what are you doing here?
I am praying to the Nine Divines. My prayers will probably never reach them, but still.
What do you think about this wasteland?
What do I think about it? What a strange question. It's a place where the fallen end up. You, me, even Molag Bal. There is no hope for us. Otherwise, we would not be here.
And what happened to Sir Casimir? He was completely mad.
Casimir got too close to the flame of Magnus. You saw for yourself. The flame took a hold of him.
Okay. All right. And if you want, you can go ahead and find your deity and take a quick prayer break. I don't know why I'm laying in a pile of bones. Make that stop somehow. There we go. All right. That is the end of this dungeon. We got more to do though. Don't leave yet. There's more to do. Let me get us out of here. I want to show you the way out. So remember that we opened that master locked door. Take this ladder. There's actually a chest over here too, I think, if I remember right. and then follow the path. And at the end of the path, you'll come up to a well in the center. And you're going to want to use that well to get out. But there is a chest here. What was that vulnerability one I saw? Oh, interesting. Take that. And click on that, and you're going to go right to the room that we had unlocked when we first came in. So yeah, use that to leave this dungeon. And make your way all the way back up and out of here. So do you remember when we first got to Cold Harbor, we met with a lady whose eyes were covered, and she was looking for her family that were in a... She was looking for the graves of her family. Well, where we're headed now, actually going to close the loop on that story. So before we finish today, I will have the story loop closed on that one. Head back down. Actually, if you head east, there's a chest. I think there's a chest, if I remember right here. These dogs did. Good. Yep, so grab this chest real fast. Just in case. Find something nice, like some orcish scaled boots. Alright, so don't pass up on anything. Where did you come from? Okay. I ticked something off. Ah, this Inquisitor. Alright, not where we were headed, but I remembered that chest and I wanted to make sure we didn't pass it up. Let's look and see if we're going the right way. We need to turn left here. Headed the right way. There's a cave up here that we need to enter into. That inside is actually not a cave. And I think there's leeches here. Yeah, there are. So we can take these out if you want. Just use your AoE to take them out. You know, just a little bit of extra loot. But where you really want to go is up that hill right there. So when you get to this black tarry lake, take a left. And then kind of follow it. Yeah, this way. Follow it up this way. And you're going to come to a little hidden cave here called Chapel of Arkay Cemetery. Don't know why it's a cave entrance, but that's just how they made it. There you go. So inside here, we've got quite a few cool things. We've got a new follower we're going to get. We've got some museum piece, at least one, maybe two. We've got a boss to fight. And we've got the end of the storyline from the beginning. So let's get all started on that. We got a lot in here that actually happens. So walk up to this guy first and grab that wooden ring. That is a museum piece. The wooden ring, but it is a piece for the museum. So you grab that. Talk to Al. I assume that's Al and not AI. Call him AI if you want. Talk to him, and he will become follower if you want him to. I'm not going to have him become a follower, but you can if you want to. He will die pretty quickly, though. He's not very strong. All right. Next, let's go over here. And this has a cutscene. So let's work through that.
Arkay, god of life and death, we entrust to you Martha, who has finished her life's journey much too soon. Please take away her burdens, lead her to the great Aetherius, and let her into the circle of saints. Grant eternal happiness to us who grieve here, as well as to Martha, who has now passed through the cycle of life and death. Arkay, in your name.
Arkay, in your name. Dear friends, thank you for gathering today to remember Martha. I am sure she is watching us from Aetherius. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your sympathy. You helped me bear this day. Johan? Are you alright?
Brother?
Come, let's get back home. It's going to rain.
You go on ahead. I want to be alone for a while.
Please don't stay too long. Martha wouldn't want you to get sick.
Okay, just wait here for a moment. Let these guys leave. Remember this guy? He's popped up a few times in our journey. We know he's not good at this point. We know he's one of the bad guys. So, or that he works for Molag Bal. So, whatever you're deciding to do, if you do what he asks, that is siding with the bad, and if you go against him, you're siding with the good. Right? So just keep that in mind, and let's talk to him.
Death of a loved one is always a dreadful affair. How cruel Arkay is.
Ooh. Oh, no, I'm going to say, what in oblivion do you want?
Because of this maze, my lord has ordered me to deliver it to you.
What am I supposed to do with it?
Collect the souls of sinners. As many as you can. Will you do it?
No. Wait, if I do that, will my sister return?
Yes, of course. My lord is above Arkay's laws.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him. Be gone.
I understand.
Now watch in the top
If you
left
change your
corner there and
mind,
you'll see.
I will be in Breville with this maze.
Karma gained. So I still don't know what karma does, but telling him to go away is a bonus to karma. All right. Now, one more thing to do in here, and then we'll finish up with the quest that goes there, but there is one more boss to take care of in here. Let's just pull out one for now. And his armor, while looks really cool, is not anything, but he's not the boss either. He was just the guardian of the gate. And we will go ahead and use Fenric's welcome to unlock that, and just walk through these guys with AoE. They're not worth fighting. They're pretty weak. Just trash mobs. There's a couple more trash mobs right up here. So, that Conjurer was not a trash mob. See, this is what I was talking about. This guy is a mage. All of these bosses and mini-bosses seem to have some kind of armor. This would have been a perfect opportunity to create a cloth armor for mage classes that want to play through here. But you can't loot his armor. Right? You can't loot his wardrobe. So, I mean, it's just any mage class, there's not a lot for you here except for a bunch of conjure spells of the bosses, which, to be fair, I haven't really used. Should we use one? Let's use one. Molag Ball, this is dragon form. It's too big. Right? Like, that's really big. Mora House. I don't know. Let's try it. Let's pull out Mora House on this next boss fight. All right. Go ahead and click save. Pull out our conjure. Got 2 Mora houses. And let's talk to him.
God is the pain of death and fear, but he who overcomes the pain and the fear becomes himself a god. Arkay himself did it. This is the evidence, the lingering remains of the miracle. I have sacrificed a lot of blood and flesh, spared not even my own body. But my lord still says, not enough. You should offer your flesh and blood too. Let us both walk along the path to divinity.
See if they can get aggro on him. Ah. He does not seem to want to get drawn in by their, like, they're not even hitting him. Alright, let's just take him out. And now my guys are mad at me. That's fine. We'll get some extra experience for killing off. They're fighting each other, so that's helpful. Okay. They didn't seem to be too helpful, did they? And what does this guy have? Piece of... So this, we can summon him, of course. And here's his weapon. That is an actual quest item. Or a museum piece, I'm sorry. I don't think it looks great, really. Kind of weird looking. Just my opinion. Alright. Wish I knew what did that. I really wish I knew what did that. Okay. From here, head back out of the cave. And then we're going to fast travel back to the entrance to Cold Harbor. First, I don't think you can fast travel from here. Let's just check, but I don't think you can. You want to go here. Yeah, you can't. You can't fast travel. So, go back out the cave entrance. And then fast travel down to the waterfront district. And then from the waterfront district, go ahead and run your way back through this gate, well, through the 2 watchtowers. And here's the person you want to talk to.
Please stay safe. Don't push yourself too much.
I found your family's graves in the chapel of Arkay Cemetery to the north.
Oh, thank you so much. I can finally meet my family again.
All right, and then go ahead and fast travel back. Okay, once you get in here, you need to wait 1 day. So go ahead and come in. In here. And then if you wait 24 hours, and Martha's here. Hello, doggy.
Thanks to you, I was able to meet my family again. I can't thank you enough.
What are you gonna do now?
I think I'll stay here for a while. I want to remember them for a bit longer.
Okay. From here, I don't know how long you have to wait. Because what I thought during my testing of this was that you just waited a day. But what I found is that's not true. I ended up waiting like 20 days and nothing happened. And then I went out and came back in. So I don't know if 1 day is enough. We're going to find out right now. Load back out into the world and then load back into the cave. And let's see if she's dead. Yes. Okay, so you really only need to wait 1 day. And then go unload and reload, and you'll come in and she'll be dead. And you're going to get Ashes of Saint Sard, which is a museum item. You will get her eye bandages. You'll get her clothes. Right? Take all that. And then on the gravesite now, there's white flowers. So you can harvest those. All right. Well, that was one heck of an episode, and we ended up finishing off a quest from early on. Do me a favor and hit the like button if you're still here. If you're still here, I assumed you liked a little bit of this at least. So hit that like button for me, and that will let other people know that this is worth watching. And until next time, we'll see you then.